Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Viewers Club. My name is Lucas.
My name is Tess.
And I'm Megan.
And today we're going to be talking about 25 Christmas films in our rendition of 25 Days of Christmas. And these are films that we think really embody the Christmas spirit. It's very similar to our...
Well, we don't really have to say that.
Right.
They don't have to embody Christmas. They just have to take place during
Right,
Christmas.
they don't have to actually... I'm being dramatic. I'm giving...
I know, but your drama. You can keep your drama out of this.
I can't. I can't. It follows me wherever I go. So these are just 25 films, take place at Christmas, that we thought we'd share with you lot. It's very similar to our 31 Halloween films. Yes.
Go check out our controversial ones for the ones that we missed.
Yes.
Our controversial Christmas movies for the ones that aren't on this list.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Christmas the past couple episodes, and this is the first Christmas episode for me.
Oh, that's right, he's back.
Yes, hello.
He's back again.
Hello, everybody. So this is my return to the Viewers Club scene. This is the first time I'll be talking about Christmas over these lovely holidays, and boy, am I ready for a Christmas break.
Right.
Yes. So let's just jump right into it.
Philip DeFranco, was that you?
Yes. Yes, it was. So for this list, I'll let you guys start this one off. So Tessa, why don't you share with us your first Christmas film, and then we'll go to Megan, and then it'll come back to me and have a nightmarish cycle.
Nice. All right. Well, in my family, our number one Christmas movie that we watch every single year, only at Christmas, is Elf with Will Ferrell.
That's it? That's all you want?
Yes. It's the mandatory film of the season. We have to, or else it's not Christmas. So
right. It's just not Christmas without Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I remember in middle school, we might have done this in high school as well, but I don't know if you guys did this in school.
What?
We had an assembly several assemblies during the holiday season where we would have this like competition that had things that happened in Elf in them. So, like, the teachers and the staff and stuff who got elected by whichever grade elected them, dressed up like elves. And they had to, in the gymnasium, in front of everybody, try and recreate his spaghetti, Buddy's spaghetti.
Oh my gosh, that's so much fun.
Yes.
That was a legit thing that happened when I was in school. I don't know if you guys did this or
No.
not.
I was homeschooled.
I wish.
I'm just imagining now homeschool. This is my parents trying to do that.
Right.
That would be so weird.
Yeah.
That
I
is
feel like
something
I
we
would be
should
that
do
parent.
next year, guys.
I'd love
We
to
should
make
try and
his spaghetti.
recreate Buddy's spaghetti.
Ugh.
I've always wanted
It's a must.
to. That's been a dream
Right?
of mine. Since I was a kid.
It's going to be so sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the spaghetti itself is going to be so weird.
Right.
Really, yeah.
So Megan, what is your Christmas movie?
Usually around this time, I have Halloween withdrawals.
Mhm.
So, of course, I pick The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I know it's not technically a Christmas movie because the creator said it was a Halloween movie, but it's because of the withdrawals. It's because of the withdrawals. I have to do it.
Yeah, it's a great yeah, I feel like that's just a film that you can watch just in this time of the year in general. It's an end of the year film.
Mm-hmm.
So for my Christmas film, I'm gonna go with The Polar Express. And this is a film very similar to Tessa's family tradition with Elf. Me and my family always watch this film. And it's funny because I've seen a lot of memes about the Polar Express now and just a lot of comments about it and how it like unsettled people. It never unsettled me as a kid. I just thought it was really funny and charming. I always wanted to go in the pods that the main three kids went in when they finally got to Santa's factory.
Pneumanic something. I forget what it's called.
I love that film, and it has a lot of really memorable and fun moments. It has Tom Hanks, so I mean
It's got Tom Hanks. You can't
bonus.
hate it.
But yes,
Like,
this film
just because
always...
Tom Hanks is in it, you can't hate it.
Right, but yeah, this is a film that fills me full of Christmas, joy, and cheer.
Wow.
Tessa, what
Yes.
is your next Christmas film?
The next one that I want to bring up is Jingle All The Way. It is
Oh, I'm trying to remember this one.
it's with what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Oh, that one. Yes.
It is
That's a
so
good one.
funny. It is so funny. A little stressful, but
gosh.
super funny. I love it so much.
I think
Him and
I
the guy.
remember Cartoon Network playing it like almost every year. I remember it played it Jingle All the Way along with another one. I don't know if it's on this list. I remember Cartoon Network always played Jingle All the Way and Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Oh my god, that was one that I was thinking about putting on this list, but I
haven't
never
seen
did.
that one. Not yet, at least.
So,
It's interesting.
so weird. It's such a weird one.
It's a trip, right?
Is that a
The
comedy?
whole thing with the fruitcake, it's like, yeah, it's
Okay.
an animated
Oh, it's
cartoon.
animated.
It's
Yeah, it kind of takes
timeless.
the song very literally, and then expands
Grandma
upon
got
it.
ran over by a reindeer, and then Santa kidnapped her that Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. Jingle All the Way is a good one, though. I haven't
It
seen that
is.
one in a while.
It is. I
So
love it when
funny.
Arnold Schwarzenegger realizes that he knows all of the names of the reindeer.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the neighbor Ted.
Yeah. So Megan, what is your next contribution?
I'm gonna stick with my Halloween-ish
Mhm.
Christmas movies. I got one more. I'm gonna say Krampus.
Ooh.
We talked about it in our previous episode on controversial Christmas movies, whether it's a Christmas movie or not. You guys decide. It's difficult.
That might be a good segue into my next movie, which is the 1984 A Christmas Carol. This is also a film that I watch with my parents all the time, and it's me and my mom's favorite version of this story. It has George C. Scott in it as Ebenezer Scrooge. It was the only one that I got spooked by.
I mean, it talks about the concepts of death, so
Right.
it's like, it's kind of...
Yeah.
I mean, the freaking ghost of Christmas is yet to come, the every time he moves his arm. I mean, that was not a pleasant experience.
There's only like 2 versions of A Christmas Carol that I've seen. I'm going to wait on one of them because one
Yeah.
of them's going to come up.
Yeah.
But the other one that we watched constantly in my family after it came out was the Jim Carrey version.
Mm-hmm. Is that the animated one?
It's, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
classic story.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, thank you, Charles Dickens. Anywho, Tessa, what is your next film?
This one is gonna unlock a really old memory that's locked far,
Locked
far away.
Is it bad?
Oh, it's not a bad memory. It's not the best quality production, but it's definitely nostalgic. And that is Barbie Nutcracker. Oh
Beautiful.
my god.
Yes.
I
heard
love
that was
that
one I
movie.
watched all the time.
It's so good. Me and my sister would watch
So-
it all the time.
Say what you want about the Barbie movies, but they're kind of like, they're weirdly
Iconic.
like, once you watch it, you can't stop watching it.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a car accident. Anyway.
yeah. You
Oh
just...
my god.
That might be a little too far, but
Wow.
it's like a Barbie car accident.
Oh my-
It's so weird. Just 2 plastic cars head on going towards each other, and then nothing happens
And you
because
can't
it's
look
plastic
away.
and Barbie.
And the 3 Barbie ghosts of Christmas appear
Right.
over the
Well,
Anyway.
anyway. Oh yeah, did I ever tell you guys that I was in the Nutcracker as a child, like the actual
Really?
stage play? Yeah.
the play or like the ballet?
Oh, the ballet. Sorry.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the ballet.
Wait,
um,
what were you?
I was
A bonbon?
I was one of the gingerbread children that came out of
Oh my
Mother
God.
Ginger's skirt.
That's so cute.
It was so
Oh,
much
I need
fun.
pictures of that.
Oh, I can. I will provide them later. I think I was 6, and I was very, very, very proud to have gotten in it.
That's so cute.
Yeah. That was such a.
If you supply pictures, they're going
will-
up right
I
now.
will supply
Or
them.
they have been up.
Well, there I am.
Tessa, you were in the Nutcracker
I
as well?
was, yeah. I was I was one of the soldiers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, How old were you when you did that?
Oh gosh. I think I was like 10.
Aw.
Yeah. And then my sister
Yeah.
was a bonbon as well.
I
So
love that.
So Megan, what
Yo.
other Christmas film would you like to add to this
Oh, gosh,
amazingly festive list?
I'm gonna go with A Miracle on 34th Street.
yes.
I will say pick any version you like. I like the one with Matilda.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
not her real name,
Same.
but
I don't know what her real name is.
I don't know what her real name
Feel
is.
bad.
I'm sorry. I love that version. It's like the 90s or early 2000s or something.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites. But I like the message and the story, and I like it. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
Her name is Mara Wilson. She was in a lot around that time. She was like a really prominent
She
child
was.
actor. So I think my next film, kind of building off our discussion of Jim Carrey, would be... Oh wait, never mind. That's not mine.
Back off, dude.
The next one that I want to talk about is The Year Without a Santa Claus. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Do you?
I
No.
remember the name. I don't remember the story though. What was that?
It's the one with, I don't remember their names, but it was like an ice guy and a fire guy.
Oh, the stop motion one.
I'm Mr.
No, listen, I have to look it up now. It's happening.
I don't. Oh, Snow Miser and Heat Miser.
Yes.
So that one I remember watching all the time as a kid, and it's just a really nostalgic stop motion film, and it's got a lot of memorable moments. The I'll Have a Blue Christmas Without You. I remember that scene always made me really sad, as of a little girl drawing how sad she was because Santa Claus
Aw.
wasn't going to be coming.
Oh,
She was singing,
I love the stop motions. They're cheesy, they're bad, and but they're still my childhood.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
yeah. Bring back. Yeah.
Going off of that, I remember those stop motion movies came in like, what was it, like 3 or 4 of those movies, like in a pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I
the
have
one
another one on my list.
the one that I really liked from that collection was Frosty the Snowman. The
Oh, yeah.
cartoon
Mhm.
is so
Mhm.
good. It was so cute too.
Mhm.
And
Is that your
it
next
always makes me
suggestion,
happy.
Tessa?
Yes, that is my next suggestion. That was my segue.
Nice.
That's her segue.
Awesome
That was a
job.
smooth segue.
Thank
Nice.
you.
So
Yeah.
many warm memories. Oh my gosh, I just watched Doubt with Meryl Streep, which is not a Christmas movie. But there's a scene in that movie, because she's a nun, where it's like they're talking about the Christmas pageant, what they're gonna do, and they're like, maybe we should sing Frosty the Snowman. Maybe, it might give people a more familiar song to listen to in this church setting. And Meryl Streep is like, Frosty the Snowman incites and inspires paganism in its belief in magic. They put a magic hat on a snowman and it comes to life. And then the priest and the other nun are like,
Dang.
okay, so I guess no Frosty the Snowman. Amy Adams is so sad. She's like, I never thought of it that way.
Listen, Meryl Streep,
Listen,
I'll have
Meryl.
my demon snowman if I want it.
So, Megan, I'm sorry for
Yeah.
almost taking another. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for almost taking Jim Carrey from you. What is your next holiday film?
Well, since you were about to mention it, my next one is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, specifically the Jim Carrey version of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Listen, I love the cartoon version. I love that one, but I think the Jim Carrey one is just so silly and
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's
so
much better.
great.
is.
It's just it just reminds me why I love Jim Carrey so much.
Right.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas is one of my Chef Kiss favorite ones.
Oh, yes.
So memeable, so
Yeah.
good.
It's so good.
It's like
It's
even
so good.
funnier now. Like, I understand things that I didn't understand as a kid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just love his existential crisis and his, like,
Mm-hmm.
total self-depreciating schedule making.
Oh my gosh,
That
yes.
schedule is like the most memeable thing ever, but
So
it's like the most
beautiful.
relatable thing ever.
Right.
Now that I'm adult, it's
Yeah.
just like I get it.
A
Yeah.
dinner with me.
I get it.
Cancel that. Well, speaking of creepy and kind of scary Christmas movie moments, I think this is a great segue into A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
it's so creepy.
That film
That
is
movie
absolutely
gives me nightmares every year,
horrifying, isn't it? Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas, there's so much nostalgia and so much quotable, memorable moments in that whole special. And I was Linus in a stage production of it.
Oh,
now,
really?
So
Aww.
I feel
That's
much.
See you playing Linus.
I feel
I
so
can
much
see you
closer
playing
to,
Linus.
to the story now.
That's
Props to
funny.
the real
Are they still
Linus.
not playing that on TV this year? I heard that they're not.
Wait, why?
I'm looking that up real quick.
If they aren't, I'm gonna stage a coup.
Was something wrong with it? I don't remember there being
No,
anything.
nothing is
No, there's
wrong
nothing
with it.
wrong
There's
with
only
it. Okay.
people that are... Something is wrong with the people.
Oh, okay. So they changed their mind. They're going back to it. It looks
Good.
like it's more recent. The most recent thing is says, this headline says Peanuts fans will get Thanksgiving and Christmas specials on TV after all. So it was something they talked about. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. Apparently Apple TV
Uh-huh.
had rights to it to play it on Apple TV. So they weren't going to be able to play
Frickin'
it on
Apple.
TV this year. Fuck you, Apple.
Gosh.
Fuck you.
If they
Don't
didn't
touch
make
my Charlie Brown
everything
Christmas.
I own, I'd be really mad.
Right.
No, that made me kind of like, because I know it was something that was going around where they're like, it's not going to be on Christmas this year. I'm like, why not? It's like probably one of the most viewed things that you guys get every year.
Right.
And I guess they got enough backlash on it that they're like, oh, it's going to be on TV this year, guys. Guess what?
So Tessa,
Is it my turn?
it has
Okay.
circled back to you.
My next Christmas film is super iconic. It's not my most favorite film, but
But it's iconic.
But it's
and I think I know which
iconic.
one you're going to bring up.
and that is A Christmas Story.
Heck yes.
It is really cute.
My mother loves this movie. I remember last year, I think it was during Thanksgiving, they were playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And she just had it on in the background the
Nice.
entire time. It's one of her favorites, and I personally enjoy that movie as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, if the younger brother had died, it would have felt like a Stephen King story. You know what I mean? Does that make any
Oh my
sense?
God.
Like, the whole story felt very Stephen King-esque, minus a child actually dying. Because that seems to unite all of his stories. But
I wasn't getting that. Are we talking about the same movie?
it just in the way that it was, like, narrated, and in the way that, like, scenes
It
were
felt
presented.
more like The Goonies to me, honestly.
Yeah. It has a Goonies feel to it. Because it's kind of like, you know, life in the 80s amongst these kids, and, like, their problems are kind of the most important thing ever. Actually, let me rephrase it. It gave me Stand By Me vibes, but
Yes.
at Christmas time. So that's what I meant by kind of Stephen King-esque, just minus
You gotta be more
children-
specific there.
minus children dying.
All right,
yeah,
Megan.
absolutely. Yes, Megan. What is your next choice?
Oh, man.
Share with us.
I'm gonna like switch it up. We're talking about these American Christmas movies. Listen, there's a big world out there. I'm going to suggest that people watch Tokyo Godfathers
Mhm.
this year. Okay, it's really, really good. It's so heartwarming in the weirdest way possible, which is what makes it so good. It's about these three homeless people. They come across this abandoned baby during Christmas, during the Christmas
Wait.
season.
Oh, I think you
Um,
told me about this.
I know I have. And it's so funny. For one thing, it's very, very funny. And you saw Paprika, Lucas.
Yes.
If you paid attention to the movie posters at the very end,
Mhm.
you would have seen the poster for Tokyo Godfather.
That's so
there.
funny.
It's so great. It's so sweet. The ending is heartwarming. It does have some dark moments in it, but I think it makes up for that in how the ending goes. So it's just, I love it. It's anime. It's something completely different than anything that's on here, if I can say that.
I like it.
So
Yeah.
I would highly recommend watching that. It's so good.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. I love animated Christmas films, and I think there's been a recent surge of kind of I appreciate that a lot of there's animated films that kind of want to go outside the bounds of what Christmas movies normally are.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of actually segues into this other film on my list, and it's a Netflix original movie, and it just came out last year. I've never watched a Christmas film outside of the ones that I watched as a kid that have made their way onto my list of I'm watching this every year. The film that I'm talking about is Klaus. It's a 2D animated Christmas film.
Oh, okay.
So it has Jason Schwartzman as the main character, and J.K. Simmons is Klaus. And it's basically just the biggest twist on the Santa Claus story that you could ever believe. And it is so heartwarming and just it's such a good story. And I believe it was up for Best Animated Feature last year. It lost to Toy Story 4. Which I disagree with personally, but whatever. I would definitely recommend Klaus as a Christmas movie. I think everybody can take something out of it and everyone can enjoy it. Tessa,
I think
what is your next Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think for my next Christmas movie, I would say The Muppets Christmas Carol is one of my favorites. I just love the Muppets so much, and also the story is really powerful, and it has a really good message, so, yeah.
It's so good, and
yeah.
it's so fun. This episode's making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Right?
I haven't even started watching Christmas movies yet.
Making me think about all those good nostalgic memories. Well, so Megan, what is your next Christmas film that makes you all warm and fuzzy for the holidays?
Oh man, so these next ones are classics. They've been staple of my childhood ever since I can remember. So for this one, I picked Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
Yes.
It's
oh my gosh, I love that one.
It's so good. I've talked to people, it's like you either know it or you've never seen it. There's no, maybe I have seen it, It's like you've seen it or you haven't, There's never like that in between where it's like, I think I've seen it.
Right.
No, that means you haven't seen it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm one of those people that has never heard of it and seen it. Never.
You'll
Time
have
to watch
it.
it.
Yes.
I will have to.
Must.
Yeah. So, for my next film, it's a feel-good Christmas film, and I think this might be in the same realm of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, where you either have seen it or you know nothing about it and haven't seen it. It's Happy Elf. Have you guys heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Happy Elf, it's a 3D animated movie, and I think we watch it every single year, and oh my gosh, it doesn't even show up on IMDb. That's how
Wow.
That's how unknown it is. So Happy Elf is about it's about this elf, and he's happy. And he works at Santa's workshop, and he wants to be a sleigh elf. That's like the ultimate
God,
promotion.
it sounds so familiar.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like he's looking for the ultimate promotion, but in order to do that, he has to like complete a certain number of tasks, and he's kind of really bad at the technical aspects of being an elf. It's like he has the passion, but kind of executing all of the needs of being an elf, he just doesn't have.
Love that. Love
cute.
it.
My next film that I would suggest watching is called Last Holiday. Have either of you guys seen it?
I have not.
I've heard of it.
It's
haven't.
a very heartwarming story that stars Queen Latifah, and it's basically she gets results back from her doctor saying that she has cancer, and this is probably going to be like her last holiday. So she goes and lives it up and finds love and all that, and then it ends with a twist, kind of. It's just a really feel-good movie. I love it.
And it has Queen Latifah in
How
it.
could you not love it?
She's incredible.
Megan, what is your next film?
We're going to go with one that is definitely in my top 5 favorite Christmas movies, and that is The Santa Claus, starring Tim Allen.
Yes.
It's a classic. It's so enjoyable, and it's like, it really is like a really great Christmas movie. I don't need to explain it because I think everyone has seen it, and if you haven't,
what are you doing with your life?
Watch it. It's so good.
This next film is kind of a bit of a left turn from maybe the other films we've talked about. This is a rom-com. that just takes place at around Christmas time. It's called The Holiday, and it has Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet and Jude Law and Jack Black. It's just a really good rom-com.
To follow up with that, I actually have another rom-com.
I was hoping you would. I was hoping that one of the last two was a rom-com.
Yes. Have you guys seen Four Christmases?
It's been so long, but I have.
It's so funny. It's about this this couple, or boyfriend girlfriend, I think. So every year they tell their families that they're going to this like kind of like a missions trip where they go and work for like this charity thing.
Yeah.
When in reality, I'm sorry. They say that they do that so that they can get out of having to be around their families during Christmas holidays. When in reality they're actually going on vacation to like Fiji or something.
Oh my gosh.
And but this time they get caught in the airport by this news reporter and their faces are on TV. And so their families find out, and now they have to go to all four parents, because I think both of their parents are divorced, so they have 4 different Christmas holidays to go
Very
to.
unique Christmases, that's for sure.
Yeah,
They're so
funny.
different.
I think
They're
I've
wildly different.
I was looking at the poster, and I've definitely seen parts of this movie before.
Yeah.
But just not the full thing. That's so funny.
It's so good.
So, Megan, we've arrived at your last film on the list.
You know, I'm going to end with a banger. I'm going to end with like a really, really good one. Listen.
I'm listening.
This one was, I didn't watch this one during my childhood. The actually first time I watched it was when I was in high school, and I'm kind of sad that was the first time I watched it, because it's so good. I wish I had it in my life longer. I picked It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
With James Stewart in it.
Yes.
First of all, James Stewart is iconic. He's such a good actor. And It's a Wonderful Life. We've talked about this in our controversial Christmas movies. This is like the staple of Christmas movies. This is what a Christmas movie is.
Yes.
And it's just so sweet. It's so sad. It makes you feel so many emotions.
Right.
It's so good. I watch it every year.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't watch it until later in life, but I wish I had seen it when I was younger, so that it could have been more. I know my parents always loved it. I'm gonna try and end with a similar bang, by ending with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I believe was made. Yes, the stop motion one, and I believe it was made by the same people that did The Year Without a Santa Claus. Yeah, it's. Yeah. I mean, it's just such a classic. All right, Tess, it's down to you.
All right. Well, my last movie on the suggestion list is the 1954 White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. They are so funny. And this film is just so elaborate, I think is the right word.
So much.
Yeah. So extravagant and like over the top with like the whole like scene setting and everything, and I just love it. It's so classic.
Nice.
Cute.
That is it.
That is it. We've gotten through all of our Christmas movies. I hope you
I'm
guys
just so warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Right?
I haven't even watched them yet. I'm just like I'm so happy right now.
It just brought back so many good memories. Yeah. And I hope it's done the same for maybe some of you out in the audience. For you guys listening, put down in the comments below what's your favorite. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies? What are some movies that you watch around Christmas time?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you two for talking about this. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm glad that we could share in our childhood Christmas memories.
Right?
Thank you again. Saying thanks again for about the 500th time. Thank you guys for listening. This has been the Viewers Club. My name is Lucas.
My name is Tess.
I'm Megan.
And I already said this has been the Viewers Club, but this has been the Viewers Club. Thank you again. We will see you guys in the next video. Have a good Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And a fantastic new year.
And a happy new year.